shit! Normal controls, yes, is it? Yes. Okay. Alright. And this was the original game. What I said about the controls was a lot of these games initially, there weren't joysticks. There were just buttons. If there were joysticks, there weren't joysticks on these games. Asteroids was another game. Defender had a joystick. Always had a joystick. That one had to have a joystick because that one's still impossible. The one thing that I forgot about Space Invaders, and I don't know if it's just because it's redundant, but it is not this easy game that everybody thinks it is, and it might be out of sheer volume, but so anyway, back in those days, the monitors weren't even. If you look at these things, how it turns red up at the top. The monitors would have just a gel on them, and everything was done with mirrors too. So a lot of this stuff was I think it was done even backwards or mirrored, somehow mirrored, upside down or backwards or something. But anyway, so they would have kind of like those little kits that they would have to colorize your TVs. Back in the day before they really had color televisions, should have gotten that. So this shit was all black and white, and I remember the first time I saw this game was at a bowling alley, Tri-County Lanes in Trimsburg, New York. Okay, so shit. Oh, come on! Oh! Shit! It's like is it slowing down? What's going on? This is not like... Oh! That sucked. Alright. So anyway, getting off that stuff. Anyway, the controls for this, the controls for asteroids, were all... Come on, get this one. Get this one! Get this one! Oh, shit. We're all buttons. So... I think I gotta just try to keep working on this one. And I remember when this came out on Atari, even this didn't look very good on Atari. That was the one big disappointment, was only, the real geeky kids understood why doesn't the Atari version look like the... And I always thought it was because the cabinets were so much bigger in the arcades, not realizing that even back then, I mean, those things were on, boards that were, see, now I'm all fucked up because and that's how you lost a quarter a lot sooner. So that was Space Invaders.